Hello YouTube, this is NJ DevilFan26 today with more of an overview rather than an unboxing of a new thing I picked up. This is the Traktor Kontrol S2. Taking a quick look at it, on the back you see we got our mic input as well as our gain. We have our levels for our output. We have two modes, booth and main. Our RCA for our output for the booth mode and main, obviously for the main mode. We have a lock for it. We have our USB input, our power cable, and our on and off button. Taking a look at the controller going from left to right, we do have our tempo slider which will adjust our beats per minute. Below that we do have our shift, sync, cue, and play buttons. Below sync, cue, and play you do see that master, going back, and key lock or grayed out. If you press shift and either sync, cue, or play, it'll activate those grayed out options. On top of that we do have 4 cue buttons so we can have hot cues, and those also double as sample buttons. Above that, we do have our in and out buttons to manually control our loop. We have a little jog wheel that doubles as a button on the left, which can be configured to do whatever you want, as well on the right. And you can configure all those with your own custom mapping within Traktor. Taking a look at the bottom middle of the controller, you can see we have our crossfader as well as our gain for each of our channels, and nice LEDs to show us our levels of each of the tracks. Looking at the right side of the controller, we do have the same exact thing as on the left, so you have the same thing on your deck B. Taking a look at the top of the controller, it starts to get a little fun. We have our high, mid, and low knobs, as well as our load buttons for our sample, as well as our tracks themselves. A to go into deck A, B to go into deck B, and vice versa for the sample area. To browse, all those settings could be configured within Traktor. At the top of that we have our levels as well as our effects adjustments, and those knobs actually just work with the gain or however you'd like to configure them. Again, you can do that all within Traktor's mapping. The S2 does feature 2 jog wheels as well, one on deck A and one on deck B. If you spin on the side of it, you can actually do pitch bending, and if you spin on the top, it does scratch the track itself like you would on a normal vinyl. One thing I did also forget to show you guys are the 2 cue buttons so you can cue up your tracks with your headphones. Looking at the front of the S2, we do have our headphones input, our cue volume and cue mix knobs, as well as our mic engage button. The cue volume and cue mix knobs do push in and out, so then they don't break off, I would assume, when you are traveling with it. So this is the Traktor Kontrol S2. It does go for $500 at Guitar Center, which is where I bought mine. If you can find it anywhere cheaper, then, you know, kudos to you. But I purchased this for $500. Love it so far. Stay tuned for a video where I'll demo some mixing and then the actual review itself. This is NJ DevilFan26, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.